Good morning, beloveds. Oh, all right. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay. It is September 19th. Our title is You Are an Overcomer. And this is Johnnie Colemon, Open Your Mind and Be Healed from 1997. I'm just going to do this, okay? You are an overcomer. Through the power of faith, Noah built the ark. Through the power of faith, Abraham left the land of his birth. Through the power of faith, Abraham offered Isaac. Through the power of faith, Jochebed hid the baby Moses. Through the power of faith, Jericho's walls came tumbling down. Through the power of faith, David overpowered Goliath. Through the power of faith, the widow of Zarephath fed Elijah. Through the power of faith, Joseph fled Egypt. And through the power of faith, you are making your overcoming now. And that's it. That's it. And I don't know what to do with it. I literally... every now and again, you're going to read these and you're going to go, what? And so here's what I'm going to suggest. One, I do have a thought. I'm going to think about it, which I'm going to think about in just a minute. But what I'm going to do is suggest, go look up Johnnie Colemon. Go look up Open Your Mind and Be Healed. It is from 1997. And it is from page 48. And it's, Divorce, Publications. So go to the website. Look her up, see about if you want to know what's going on here. My suggestion is what this is in science of mind. So we have two schools of thought on treatment. One school of thought has 5 steps, okay? Recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, release. And then the other school has 7. And what that looks like is part of the 7 steps. So they have the same 5 that I was taught, which is recognition, unification, realization. And then they have this thought, of denial, re-realization. And then I'm not sure that's the right word, re-realization, but I'm going to go with it for the moment. Just because there is a term for it and I just have momentarily forgotten it. And so what that looks like is because when you put the denial into your treatment, then the second part is you it's basically argumentative. And so what she's saying, what Johnnie Colemon is saying here is look at what faith has done in the past. Look at, and all of those except for, okay, Moses' mother or sisters. I didn't recognize that name, so I probably pronounced it very badly and I apologize. But like, you recognize all those Bible stories, right? You recognize all of them. And so what she's saying was, look what faith has done. Look at all of these examples of what faith has done. What you're asking is nothing. Like, faith brought the walls of Jericho down. Whatever you're asking for is not that big. Why can't you have it? And so that's what she's saying. So she's building her argument that whatever it is that you want is nothing. You know, it's nothing to faith. Faith has accomplished all of this. What you're asking for is easy. And so she is building her argument. Okay. Now I'm not sure if Johnnie Colemon is who she belongs to. Is she divine science? It doesn't matter. The point is she's New Thought. And so sometimes it would be a good idea if you're working on something and you're thinking, okay, well, what I'm working on is too big of an ask. It would be a good idea to go back and look at previous examples and argue our way into it. And that's what she's doing. She is saying, look at all of these examples of what faith has done. And that's one of the things that practitioners will do. when you go to a practitioner and you're saying, this is what I want. Well, the practitioner is going to say, okay, well, tell me of a time that you felt this before. Okay. Tell me about a time that you have felt whatever this is that you're working on. If you're working on your love relationships, tell me a time in your life where you felt the kind of love that you're looking for. Yes, maybe it's not, maybe right now you're looking for romantic love. But tell me about a time that you felt truly loved. Remember what that felt like. Now let's work back to that feeling. So that's all she's doing. She's just using, biblical examples. So, it's a technique, and it's a very effective technique. It's an argumentative technique. It's one of the things that I love about Emma Curtis Hopkins, but not everybody does, is that they look at, because she's very argumentative. Like, she even tells you, she says, people will come in and they're telling me and I'm going to use the word sob story. They're telling me, okay, well, this is everything that's wrong in my life. And, Emma Curtis Hopkins is sitting there, and in the back of her head, she's going, you're not that. You are not that. You are not that. You are not that. You are not the story that you're telling me. What you are is a beloved child of God. So that's why I say it so much. It's like, whatever story you're telling me, that's not what you are. What you are is a beloved child of God. What you are is a divine spark. What you are is a pillar of faith. What you are is, what did she call us, a couple of weeks ago? It was so good. A vibrating, shining something or another. See, I read these things and then I forget, even though they were so good. But that's what she called us, a vibrating, where was it? It was so good. But that's what you are, So whatever it is that you're working on, you got all the faith you need to do it. But maybe you want to talk yourself into it. And it is a technique, and it is a legitimate technique. And that's why she goes back and uses all of those examples. So I would commend to you the mission today, should you choose to accept it, is exactly that. Go back and explore this technique. Explore, I'm going to call it argumentative, the argumentative step in treatment, where you say, okay, I am not this, I am this. Okay? Explore the denial. And use the techniques that say, look, the walls of Jericho fell. I can do this. Moses' mother hid him from, she had the faith. The widow fed Elijah. Moses talked to a burning bush and didn't think he was crazy. Use the argumentative. Try it. You might like it, especially if you're like me and argumentative. It's like, sometimes I'll argue the other side just, so that we can have a discussion. Sometimes I will argue the other side. I'm never going to argue the other side if you're a beloved child of God. But try it and see if it doesn't support what you're doing. And if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. All I'm asking you to do is to explore it. Explore how it might work for you. Go back and look at the other examples in your life and use them to build up your argument for why whatever it is that you want right now, you can have. All right, that is the mission today. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever it is. My alarm went off at 6:30. I heard my voice and went, yep, and so I turned my alarm off and went back to sleep. Now the idea is I've just got to hydrate the heck out of my voice so that I can see if I can get it back. This is just a weakness in my system. It is what it is. I don't feel bad. I know I sound a little rough. So I'm just in the process of hydrating everything up so that I can have my voice back. And one day I won't have this problem anymore. But I'm just going to, explore what's going on now, and see where it leads me. And that's the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing I can do for myself. Not to beat myself up for a particular weakness that I currently have in my system. I just got to learn to roll with it. So, and it's okay. All right. Take a deep breath before you speak to yourself. Take a little extra rest. Drink plenty of water. That love, kindness, and compassion. I encourage you to practice on yourself because I want you to be able to create a situation where absolutely everything that you do for yourself is loving, kind, and compassionate, including the hard stuff. There are going to be times that we are going to have to do things that we don't want to do. Well, that's fine. And we're just going to, we're going to put on our big girl pants and we're going to do them. But we're going to do them in the most loving, kind, and compassionate ways that we can do it. That's why I say it every day. You deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. All right. So practice on yourself. And in practicing on yourself, you are creating a well-worn path to the source of your own being, to the infinite source of love, kindness, and compassion. So when you meet people who need a little extra, you've got plenty to share, including yourself. There are going to be days. All right. Okay. I forgot to do something, so I'm going to wrap this up. The rest of the suggestions are easy. Do something to engage your mind and your body, unless my body's been a little stress, so I am resting it. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. That is part of what my protocol is right now. I'm super hydrating. I would like my voice back. But drink plenty of water. Your brain works better, your body works better, your skin looks better when you're well hydrated. In my case, my voice works better when I'm well hydrated. I'm taking stuff to help with the drainage, which dries me out, which then affects my voice. So that's where I'm at. And then, get that early in your day, bright light. I'm using artificial light. I have not been outside. The ragweed is kind of high, which is not helping my voice, hence the rest and, artificial light. But between 7 and 10 or 7 and 9 in the morning, the sun hits at a particular angle. It's great for your circadian rhythm. It's great for your vitamin D. That's why I suggest it. And I'm only talking about 5 or 10 minutes. It's not a lot. So it's just something else that can help you have more energy during the day, sleep better at night. That's all I'm talking about. All right. And it's science. You can look it up. All right. And then as always, my Ernest Holmes quote, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you. You do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time because it's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. When you learn to create it for yourself, nobody can take it away from you. Heaven ceases to be a place we have to get to and can become any place we are. You cannot tell me that's not a superpower. Okay. I'm a comic book geek. I grew up reading science fiction and fantasy and all of that. I know a superpower when I see it. That's what I'm talking about. All right. That we want to create a world that works for everybody. We do the work on ourselves. Okay. I can't walk your path for you, but what I can do is hold my light up so that you can see where to put your feet. And then we'll all get to heaven together. As Ram Dass says, we're just walking each other home. All right. And you can always take him as advice. I've already suggested Emma for the argumentative 7 steps of treatment. The denial and the it's reaffirmation. That's it. Reaffirmation, not re-realization, denial and reaffirmation. I knew I'd remember the word just halfway through. And that's what she's doing. That's what Johnnie Coleman's doing. Reaffirmation. Okay. If I'm smart, I'll go put a comment after I get out of this. But, hey, that would require me to remember to do it. We all know how good I am once I get to work. Okay. Oh, sorry. That sounded worse than it was. Oh, but my voice is better. Yay. Okay. And the cats look at me like, I don't like that. Okay. Where was I? I don't know. So I'm at the social media part. Oh, look for the good and praise it. That's what I forgot. Okay. Sorry about the cough. I will encourage you to check us out on the social medias. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Brian on the social medias that I am on. I do encourage you to check them out. There's hours of content on YouTube and Facebook, both of them. So feel free. I've got 4 books. Yeah. Up. Because this is my third book, plus, yes, 4. This is my third book for the 365, and then I also read this thing called You to You. So, I commend all of that to you. And that thing called You is on both YouTube channels. It's on the Running Rev Ryan and the Creative Life Spiritual Center. So, if you want to know what's going on with the center, email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on the constant contact. Okay. Well, then you'll know what's going on when I don't, because it happens. All right. Where am I? Yep. Okay. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a faith day, a check out those Bible stories day, a reaffirmation day, and check into the denials day, a light of God day, a restful day, a rehydration day, a good day. If that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You're enough, just as you are. Occasionally we have hot mess days. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. You are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you're a godling. All right? Know the truth of your being. Explore the truth of your being. Peel back the layers of who you have been told you are and get to know who God knows you to be. All right? So much. We've had so much piled up on us that we forget who we are. And occasionally it's a good idea to look at our life and deny the stuff that's not ours. All right? Okay. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. Hopefully I can lose this sooner rather than later. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.